So this photograph I took in Mexico, December 2018, the day after my dad passed away. And this is a view from their house, from our house in Mexico. So I wasn't planning on saying anything, but I guess I felt like I needed to share what I left behind, and also what I look forward when I go to Mexico. So I have my notes here to keep me on track, and sorry about that. It looks like a lot. It's not that much. So on December 2005, I moved to North Carolina with my husband, our 2 boys, 2 dogs, and a plan. So Mexico, my country of origin, had become a very difficult place to live because of its corruption, violence, and economy. So we moved here with the hope to have a better future for our children, and also to feel safe. So we had support. We thought we had support from family here, and so when we moved, things took a big turn, and we did not have plan B. So the support that we had here disappeared. The business that we were going to open did not happen, and well, we were left here without a community, without support, and without a sense of belonging. So, well, you can imagine how much I missed my family and our family and our friends back in Mexico. And not even a month after we moved here, I had to get emergency surgery, and that was just the beginning of a series of trips to the hospital for some procedures, which, don't worry, I'm not going to talk about. So the experience of navigating the health system here in a different country and alone was terrifying. And but at least I spoke the language. So that made me realize that I could help other people who were in similar situations. So I tried to become an interpreter, and later I decided to go back to school and do my master's in public health. I guess, so as an interpreter, I became the voice for others, and it really wasn't until I reconnected with my art that I found my own voice here. With, with our senses, we reconnect with our past, our stories. We look at photos that remind us of things like that family trip in 1976, which it was a failed camping trip, but anyway. I thought it was a cute one, and this is our family here right after we had moved in. So also our senses help, because we listen to music that remind us of good moments, of sad moments. They just bring back memories, and also smells and aromas. They reconnect us to our stories, to our traditions. You can see here the flor de cempasúchil, which is a traditional flower from the Dead. And we eat foods that reconnect us to our past, because they bring us, that comfort. That's why we call them comfort food. In this case, caldito de pollo casero basically means chicken soup. And it's just homemade, right? So for me, the next slide, please. The tactile experience of working with clay is one of the things that brings me home, that takes me home. There's something about touching the earth and playing with the mud, as some people call it, right? All the potters know what I'm talking about. That helps me reconnect. So I have been a potter for decades, and I found a studio in a collective space in Greensboro where I met many interesting people and made many good friends. Some of them are here. So as you can see, I took a refuge with art. So this was the place that I needed to be, to express myself, and I was able to share my traditions with many groups of, like, hundreds of terrifying fourth graders. Also, I taught some classes for people with special needs. That was very gratifying. So this was kind of the place I needed to express myself. And I surrounded myself with community. I found my community, but there was something missing. I kept feeling like I did not belong. So at the time, there were no local organizations that supported Hispanic artists like me, and I still miss that connection to my cultural roots. And I wanted to do something about it. So I met Kathy Hinshaw. I don't know if she's here. I don't think she's here. But Kathy Hinshaw and I started this venture together. And I met her while I was interpreting in a clinic, and she mentioned that she also had the same desire to do something about maybe creating an organization, a cultural organization to support Latinos. So we embarked in this journey together, and I can say that it was a lot of fun, but it was not easy, and it was bittersweet at times. We knocked on many doors, and we also, we were concerned because, let's face it, the Hispanic community has many priorities. So, can culture really, an organization, a cultural organization, can it really bring change in the community? Can it really regenerate this community? Can it make an impact? So we asked for advice from community advocates. We were not afraid really on keep on knocking on doors. And our dream actually became a reality when we had some foundations that helped us. So then we looked for allies. Some of them are here. And our allies shared our vision. Together, we just created a vision, and they shared our values. We created this vision, and the community responded in a very positive way. So Casa Azul is now a 501c3 organization with a hardworking and diverse board, and we will soon celebrate our 10-year anniversary. We do not have a physical space for events, but we finally managed to procure a small office at the Cultural Center. We partner with organizations such as the Library, Parks and Recreation, galleries, and other nonprofit organizations. And we do art exhibitions, cultural presentations, and performance events. Most of them are really well attended, such as our Day of the Dead event, which some of you are familiar with. It's our signature event, and we attract more than 1,000 souls. Yes. Thank you. We also organize workshops for and with the community. We created canvas, community canvas that is hanging at the Cultural Center, where approximately 60 people contributed to the project. Most of our events are free, and we welcome everyone. So our organization would not be possible without our more than 200 volunteers from all ages. As you can see, families take pride in our events and enjoy participating along with their children who otherwise would not have the opportunity to learn about their own traditions. Cultural traditions are part of our identity, and families drive long distances to wait and in long lines to feel the sense of belonging that I was also looking for. That sense that just tells you, I'm part of this. I'm part of this community. So, as a board member of the organization, I cannot promote my own art. So I guess I shot myself in the foot, so to speak. But this initiative actually opened the doors for me in other places. But it's been a really humbling and learning experience, and most importantly, it has provided a space for many Latinos to express and feel pride about their roots, and to other members of the community to learn about traditions and culture from our countries. So when you are involved in a creative project, you find purpose, your mind goes to places beyond reality, and according to research, it is very useful to, for our mental and physical well-being. I had to add that because I'm in public health and I couldn't help it, I'm sorry. Greensboro, it's a city with great diversity. We have so much to learn from each other. I have to confess that Now my comfort food, my new comfort food is actually a Vietnamese chicken soup. My favorite new music style is Latin grass. So I encourage you to try a different chicken soup, to try unfamiliar things, to allow yourself to become inspired by the different. And as a wonderful Maya Angelou said, beneath the skin, beyond the different features, into the true heart of being, fundamentally we are more alike, my friend, than we are unalike. Thank you.